Hey guys, today's Wednesday, March the 22nd of 2023. Big day, FOMC. So without any further delay, let's get into the markets, energy, metals, and the dollar. So you can see crude oil is still kind of trying to retrace its losses. It's in a trading range now on the 4 hour, 69.78 from 64.36. And it's kind of strong. It's strong on the 4 hour. And on the daily, you can see it, but let's see how this day is going to end because this is going to be a fun day. R Bob, you can see that had a false breakout, pulled back in, and this one's on a squeeze play on the 4 hour, and it's kind of very narrow. So let's see how that's going to end today. And you can see Nat Gas, the one I've been watching now, is in a range 196 to 302. Nice pop, pulled back. The 4 hour got a nice pop. Let's see if we could continue pushing higher. And heating oil, interesting, has a squeeze play on the daily and on the 4 hour. So it's kind of tight here at 250 all the way to 273 swing pivots. And it needs to break either above here or push and test this low. But it's in a range. But the daily is kind of giving you clues that there's still pressure to the downside. Looking at the metals, you can see that got a nice breakout above this high of 1975 and pulled back in. And the 4 hour showing a little more weakness, but it could probably retrace and continue pushing higher. So let's see. Kind of reminds me of the RBOB where it pulled up, had a breakout and pulled in, but didn't push. It didn't continue pushing in like RBOB. So let's see what FOMC was going to happen today, where we're going to close, but it's going to be interesting. Silver, same thing, 2285 high, 1994 low, and it's in a range right here, also on the 4 hour. So let's see how that's going to play out. Copper's trying to regain that 407, 408, and so far is doing good. A lot of buyers are coming in, so it's getting back to the line in the sand, 409, 408, 407. So if it could get there and stay above there, then that's bullish. So let's see how that plays out. And palladium is getting a little weaker here, although it looks like it wants to explode to the upside, squeeze play, but price action is kind of just hovering there, but just slightly a little weaker. The trend is turning red again. The 4 hour on a squeeze play, and just kind of going sideways here. Let's go to that's palladium. Let's go to platinum. Platinum seems a little stronger, as you can see how the price action is going. It's just trying to make higher highs and higher lows, but it's having a tough time here and here, which is at 983. And you did break out here at 1012, but then pulled back in. So as long as it could close above 983, 985, you're pretty good. And it's kind of showing a squeeze play here. So it's going to explode also in the 4 hour. But today, I believe with FOMC, it's really going to explode. And look at the dollar real quick. As you can see, there is weakness, the dollar. But like I said, you can see it here. Today's going to be interesting. Whatever is going to happen, this thing is going to all look different very quick. But so far, the dollar is showing weakness, and the metals like silver and gold are showing a little weakness too, which is interesting. I wanted to focus on the natural gas real quick before I end this video, just to share some key levels. 237, that's a good target if it's going to push to the upside. As you can see right here, if I open this up, it's above the weekly VWAP, or holding a support as of right now. But if we could go and kiss this and kind of hover and hold that 237, that's a good sign. Maybe you could do a trend line going down. My trend lines are not that great, but you know what I'm saying. If you do a trend line and it kind of breaks above that and holds that, that should be good on the monthly midpoint, and on the daily midpoint, you can see weekly the midpoint is 232. Target would be 250, but we're gonna go in baby steps. If we can regain 237, that's important. As you can see, we're above on the previous range, so this should be support. 224 should hold for today, or should hold. Um, and 232 is our low from the previous range of the week. And 237 is the target that we need to get to. As you can see, we're still below the VWAP on the monthly, and there's some support here at 204. Look at how it kept pushing lower. It went through the 215 and almost got all the way to 210. That was another level on the daily, but on the weekly, it pierced the 15, which is right here, and got to 212. So if you looked at my YouTube channel on the post I do, or on Twitter, I showed you the square of 9, and it was very close to 212. Very important number on the square 9. So I saw, like, well, maybe that is probably the support, and it kind of lined up with something else that I was looking at. So I was like, all right, let's see. But it was for support for yesterday, so I don't know what the support, is going to be for today, because it's going to be very volatile. So we'll see how it's going to play out. So far, 212 is holding, and if we look at our volume right here, value area low is 214 right here, and the point of control is 255. So we need to get to 237 and then work our way up to 235, and then we're smack in the middle where you see this big volume. So it's oscillating between these two things here like that. But in one, it's going to have to do this, and this is what I'm planning on, where it would, continue and break away from these two areas of value area high and value area low to do price discovery to go higher. Maybe even test this 374 or whatever. But that's the game plan. As long as we hear, it's good. But if it goes like this, that's not good, because then it's going against our thesis and our strategy that we're going to try to ride this into April. But if we could continue, even better. But right now, this is where it's happening right here. It's oscillating. And according to someone I've recently watched on YouTube, this is what the big players are lining up, getting their position. So if they're very going to go bullish, this is their play, their hand. They showed your hand, and it pulls back. And if we do this week, they're showing their hand again. They're building a position, and if they let it go down again, and they then one that it's going to just go like that, and then we're out of this range and we're going somewhere else, and they're going to defend this because this is where they're all lining up. And the same goes for the bears. If this is where they're going to trap us, they're going to go back and forth, and they reveal their hand here. We'll push it higher, and then they'll push it lower, and then in one of those, they're just gonna go and slam it and hit stops and everything. So it could go both sides. So I'm just showing you the strategy from this YouTuber that share with this technique in regards to the volume profile. So we're betting that it's gonna go this, not this. I mean, we go down that way, we're going to zero, which doesn't make sense. But the world is crazy the way it is. So you never know. But we're betting on this. So let's see how today and actually this week is very important. So I want to see what price action, where we close this week uh, in regards to price. We could close above, here, or at least here at 255, or 250 up there, above 237, even pretty much it. Those are the main levels I'm focusing on. So far, look, it's just pushing down now. But anyway, you get my idea. Just wanted to do this little pre-US video, pre-US market open, just to let you know my thoughts and what I'm thinking. And let's see what happens. It's gonna be a fun day, like I said. FOMC market's gonna go ballistic. It's gonna go just crazy. Equities, everything is just gonna just go all over the place. So we'll see. Good luck trading, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the energy, the metals, and the U.S. dollar.